I forgot how loud that was. We honor you, Holly Mack, Denise, and of course, we got a little playback. There we go. We have loop, 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 loop. All right. And Johannes Borg, we honor you as our patrons. And this is, yes, this is a special one because this is a Holly chosen, a amazing episode choice for Wormholes at our tier 3 transgressor level. You got to choose exactly what you needed to listen to and watch. And of course, we're watching Stargate Universe. This is actually the first Stargate show that I've watched. So
this one, really?
Yeah, this is how I've started. And I don't know the succession, if I'm out of line or what, but
just a little bit, yes.
Just a little bit.
So
but
this
This is your show.
Yes, it is. What the hell do you think you're doing?
I'm trying to help.
You stay in your lane. Yes, this is right up your wormhole. This is Stargate Universe, aired from 2009 to 2011 for just a little bitty while, and it is known as the Stargate show that ended on a cliffhanger, and we never knew what happened to them. I will admit this is my first time watching Stargate Universe. I've watched several episodes of SG-1, and I enjoyed them very much. I've never seen any episodes of Atlantis. And I've never seen any episodes of Universe, so I was entering this wormhole untouched, virginal, so to speak. And well, here we go. Oh, my figure universe says technically the cliffhanger was resolved in the comic book series. I did not know there was a comic book series. Thank you. I can't wait to not read that. Yeah, just kidding. I will probably read.
We got hello and happy Friday from our transgressor. How you doing, Holly? Thank you for putting us on to this wonderful episode. We got happy Friday from Leticia. How are you, young folks? We're doing good.
I'm doing great. Thank you for asking.
Robert Carlyle. I'm a big Robert Carlyle and Lou Diamond Phillips fan.
I haven't trusted Robert Carlyle since he ran away from his wife in 28 weeks later.
Months later? Weeks later, yeah. But it was Lou Diamond you can trust because he's, on a steel horse he rides and he's wanted.
Yeah, he's Richie Valens. I trust Richie Valens.
That's right. He was Richie Valens. Yeah.
He was, yes.
Note to self: turn volume down before I start watching this.
I know Joe's voice is pretty. It's pretty grating.
No.
Oh my goodness. So
go ahead.
So Stargate Universe, from what I gather, and keeping in mind I've never watched Atlantis, so I don't know where that goes. I liked SG-1, but it's one of those things where I would watch a few episodes and then kind of fall out of it and then watch a few more and fall out of it. And by the time it reached like 17,000 seasons, I just thought, oh, that is too much. And I never watched Stargate Atlantis. I heard great things about it, though, and I've never seen this show. So from what I can tell, Universe is quite a dramatic departure from the other Stargate series in that basically the Stargate is used more as a transporter from the ship to the surface of these planets that this spaceship stops at. And I have to say, I'm a fan of this concept. I really am a fan because I like the idea that you are on this gigantic unexplored spaceship in this gigantic unexplored corner of the universe. And so you basically have a final frontier inside a final frontier. It's like a final frontier turducken. And I really dig that concept. I dig the concept that you can explore the ship and then you can explore space and the planets all around it, and you don't have control of the ship. So you're basically at the ship's whim and mercy. That was a concept they really took advantage of in these first 3 episodes. The other one, not quite so much. It was just basically, oh no, don't go in there. There's a hole in the ship. Which, again, kind of cool. But I kind of wish I'd seen more of the exploration of the Destiny. I think that would have been fun. That would have been fun. But perhaps they do that later in the season. I don't know. I may check it out. I'm going to be honest. Was not in love with it. I think it's because, to me, Stargate Universe is to Stargate what Caprica was to Battlestar Galactica. Just something so dramatically different that it's so different that I don't think I really want it, because this seemed more like a soap opera at times than it
Mm.
did this grand action adventure. There was little joy in this show. It seems
Oh,
like every time I watched
excuse
SG1, there was always this goofy sense of humor. You know, yay, we're gonna have fun. We're gonna tell cringe jokes. It's gonna be fun. We're gonna do one episode. We're gonna have puppets. Do something about it. And then, yeah, just kind of joyless, dour, soap opera-y, melodramatic. And from what I've seen in the first three episodes, really didn't exploit what I found to be a very compelling a compelling plot with exploring the ship and exploring everything else. I'm sure things do unfold in the next few episodes. I'm sure that they definitely improve. But if I could offer a criticism that I think would be fair from these first three episodes, it is I don't think they should have opened with this particular story. I
Mm.
think they should have opened with something with a lot higher stakes,
Okay.
because I just felt like it was low stakes all the time.
Mm.
That's just
I,
where it was.
I found it to be more of a survival show. Like, I mean, not Survivor. You're voted off the island, but more so is like, hey, the
You're
ship is
voted
trying to.
off the ship.
Yeah, the ship is trying to kill us technically because all of it's all busted up and ancient, and they're trying to their best way to survive everything. And I also loved how we got to see Castillo from yesterday's Enterprise. Yes,
Shooter
yes,
McGavin.
yes, Rig Avenue. That was
Yeah.
really cool. So
Things get better,
oh,
apparently. I
yeah,
hope so.
yeah, we watched the
I
first
hope.
three. Yeah, I figured they would. But I did like the introduction to it. I thought it was a fun idea to do like a survivor. Hey, you know, what you do depends on your survival. I liked how the young kid solved the puzzle in the game, and all of a sudden the FBI was at his house and the scientists, oh, you solved that puzzle we were looking for, so we're going to take you with us. And that's
Hold on.
something
Excuse
my
me. Excuse
grandmother
me.
just,
Excuse me. Hold on. Last Starfighter. Okay. Anyway, going on.
oh, well, I mean, you borrow a little bit. You borrow. It's okay. You borrow.
Some kid beats a video game, and next thing you know, he's being pursued by shadowy agents who take him out into space. Yeah, that's completely different.
A little bit. But I just want to then play these fancy bumpers. So
Play them.
yes,
If
where
my
we
son
landed.
was the if my
Stargate.
son was the helmsman on a Federation starship, that would be the result right there.
Yeah, I kind of feel like that's what was happening with this because,
He
like,
almost got us killed on the way to his driving test, because he doesn't
mm,
watch where he doesn't look whenever he gets into another lane, and so I'm
I
sitting
don't
there,
know.
oh my God, no, I saw them. No, you didn't, you liar.
By the
I
way,
saw them after I changed lanes.
nice shirt.
Thank you.
Captain's Quadrant. Yes,
Represent.
that's right. I I got new stickers and we'll be giving them out. And don't forget to come by the channel on Monday and all our socials because we are dropping exactly who from. I'll give you a hint. Deep Space Nine that we're interviewing at Trek Long Island 3.
Tell me it's the Alamarine guy.
Yeah, it's the Alan Marine guy. No, we're interviewing somebody I adore as an actor, and a lot of the films that they were in are just longtime staples in my DVD player or even on my streaming services. So I'm excited for that one, and that'll be visible on the channel. So be sure to like.
I
Share.
want to spoil it so bad. I
No,
want to
no,
give
no.
a hint. I want to do
I gave
something.
a hint.
I don't want to give a hint, because I think if I give a hint, it's going to be really obvious. And I want it to be a surprise, because whenever
Yeah.
Joe told me that who we were going to be on stage with, my first thought was, ah!
Yeah, me too. I was like, wait, what? For real?
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
we were also going to be on stage with legends, 3 other legends on a panel.
Me and who else?
And 3 yes, Trek legends. And
Me and who else?
and voiceover legends. And again, you and who else, right?
Yeah, me and who else?
And then, of course, what we will tell you is we're going to have Stupid Star Trek questions too.
Oh, that was a huge hit last year
It
too. So
was. It was huge.
come and get your place in the audience because we had fun with that.
Yeah, we almost we actually filled the room up, so be sure to get there a
Yes, we
little early
did.
because
We
that
filled
one.
the room. It's because we
Yeah,
had burritos the an hour before, but we did
yeah.
fill the room. We didn't say with what.
So yeah, there's a lot of great stuff going on for the Captain Squadron. Super excited. I met a great person at the Jimmy John's today that became a subscriber, and I appreciate you. And the guy at the Jimmy John's. I just randomly talked to you. You should subscribe to my podcast. Hi.
Like, okay, nerd. Jeez, I'm just trying to eat my Jimmy John's here.
No, we had a great conversation.
How many times have you been maced? I'm just wondering.
Never.
Never.
I'm
Okay.
friendly and people
Hey, have you ever heard of the Captain's Quadrant? Here's my card. Here's my card. Subscribe.
Subscribe. You get a t-shirt. And we might be doing a giveaway depending on showrunners at Trek Long Island. So if you go to the Stupid Star Trek Questions 2, the panel on the B floor, we may have a super dope gift for those that sign up for the channel on the table or follow the podcast on Patreon. Okay.
And of course, I will be there.
And Jason will be there. You get to
I will
meet
be there. Yes, my second
himself.
year coming to Trek Long Island. I'm really looking forward to it. As a matter of fact, I am interrupting a travel vlog that I'm doing through Canada and up to Alaska to fly from Calgary, Canada, to Long Island so that I can do this. And I'm going to get back on a plane and fly back to Calgary, get back in my car, and continue my travels.
There you go. It's going to be an amazing event.
Oh yeah.
Amazing event. So be sure to
honestly don't deserve me.
No, we it's going to be amazing for everybody.
Yes,
I mean, this time you're coming in on the Friday, right? Instead of the Saturday.
Yes, I'm going to be coming in Friday. I don't know what time.
Yeah, but that's better because last time
I know I missed Ethan, and I'm still really angry with you.
Not me. Don't be mad at me. I was in the plane because you got delayed.
I was yelling into my phone, "Tell Ethan to wait! Tell Ethan I love him!" So, I have a restraining order given to me. Ethan Phillips has a restraining order against me. I've still never met the man.
Yeah. But yeah, it's going to be great. We're blown away by the opportunity, and we thank everybody at Trek Long Island. We won't let you down. Now back to Stargate. Let's say hello.
What? Oh yeah, that's right.
Stargate Universe.
We are getting pretty much the same comment over and over and over again. So the First Presbyterian Church Mava I says, I liked the show. I think you need Otto get more into the series.
Yeah.
And Johannes, a mutual friend, says, since I have not yet seen the Stargate series, I would appreciate the order from you, My Figure Universe. And My Figure Universe ripped his shirt open, revealing an MFU logo. And it said, well, where did he answered it. He did answer it. Where did it go?
If you are interested in the proper viewing order, it's
there we go.
SG1, Atlantis, and Universe, as well as the films. I will send it to you if you want. So be sure to follow My Figure Universe. That guy is a wealth of knowledge.
He is. He posts the coolest stuff too.
He posts the coolest stuff. He does great giveaways. I got my Picard up here, my bobblehead Picard. You can't really see it because of the other stuff, but wait, maybe you can just tilt. There it is. Look at that. Right there. And there's a sticker from My Figure Universe. You guys got yours. There's a My Figure Universe sticker right there on my Starfleet stuff. So, guys, a gem. Really appreciate it.
Goes on to say, so all you watched was our Air Part 12 and 3.
1, 2, and 3
get better.
Yes.
Anyway.
Yeah. Things do get better for sure.
I'm sure they do.
Robert
it just
Carlyle
seems, Robert Carlyle is. I'm right there. Robert Carlyle lost. There's something about him.
Did you think that? I mean, I thought he was the bad guy. Like the way he was like snarky.
I think he is the wild card that could go either direction. So I don't know. I guess later in the series he kind of gets more to the dark side or to the light side. I see him right now as more of a true neutral. He's going to do whatever he can to basically benefit the ship. And if
Gotcha.
that means leaving people behind, that means he's going to leave them behind. And that means rescuing somebody, he's going to rescue somebody. So he is
Mm.
definitely one of those good of the ship kind of people over the good of the many, my
Uh,
opinion at least.
the ship matters more than ye.
The ship
So
matters more than you. And then
airlock
late,
you,
then later,
baby.
whenever the aliens get on, you see them running down the corridor.
I matter more than you guys in the ship. Come save me.
That was a 28 weeks later reference. I know nobody gets to watch those movies anymore because the rights with the music are all screwed up. But I have them both on DVD, so I can enjoy them anytime I want to.
Nice. I don't have the first one. I sold it in the Great Move. I do still have the second one, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm looking very much forward to next month's release of
Oh,
the third one.
28 years later, I can't wait.
That's
It's
going to
gonna
be
be
dope. That'll be great.
great.
All right. So
Um,
Stargate. Do you think that it was a noble sacrifice of the senator slash the dad, our boy Castillo from Star Trek Next Generation, Yesterday and Surprise?
it was say
Evelise,
inevitable,
Chloe's dad. Yeah.
inevitable that Shooter was not going to make it through the episode. So
Mm.
whenever they were talking about sacrificing somebody and they were having the "I must sacrifice myself" fight, I was just like, oh, here's Shooter with the gun. That's
Yeah.
appropriate.
Yeah.
And yeah, I kind of thought the second he showed up with that gun, he's going to do the I'm going to sacrifice myself. You can't afford me anyway. Whee!
Yeah. I am big now.
I will say, I will say that the production values on this show were fantastic. You definitely saw every dollar that the budget had and did not have
Yeah.
on screen. I mean, it was like motion picture level
Yeah.
cinematography and special effects and
Right.
all that good stuff. So, I mean, the show looks fantastic.
Right. I agree. I also loved how a lot of the setups were because you had um, the the whiz kid trying to like figure out the ship, and then they set it up where the the scientist was trying to figure out the ship, and they're both trying to figure out the ship, and it was like, you know, there was this constant back and forth between the two of them. And I thought that was fantastic as well. So um, I also really appreciated the different military characters and the flashbacks, because it was like, well, geez, what are they going to eat? And they're like, we got all the rations. Like, oh, okay, great. Like it kind of like filled in a lot of the, like most sci-fi shows, it's like, oh, we're low on rations. Well, where did the rations come from? This show actually went, hey, when we're coming through the Stargate, make sure you grab those rations, guys. So I like that whole dynamic of, we thought of it, you know. I also want to say that if you are watching us for the first time or listening to us, please give us a like. It's free. It helps this channel out greatly. And if you enjoy the show, please consider becoming a patron, as Holly and Joanna have, as well as Denise, because there are many perks. The sticker should arrive first, and then the shirt probably later, but you'll be getting those, Joanna's. It's pretty dope. But the ship, I thought, was very cool design. It almost reminded me of like the Star Destroyer from Star Wars. Did you get that?
Yeah,
Get that look?
I kind of got that. It looked like to me like a railroad spike.
Mm.
I can't really explain it more than that. Either that or like a wine a corkscrew, just a
Oh,
really fat corkscrew. But I did like the ship's design. Just the idea that this ship was launched, you know, thousands or tens of thousands or 100,000 years ago, and just like they just sent it off unmanned just so they would have a Stargate out there. I thought
yeah,
that that was really cool. And I don't
yeah.
know, the whole idea that you can open up the wrong door and there's a breach in the hull and you can get sucked out into space, just to me, just sounds like a neat concept.
I
And
thought that was a great concept.
yeah, I just wanted to see more of that. And
Mm.
I
We
do
probably
think,
do. There's the ship, just for everybody to.
oh
I
no,
think
you know
that
what
ship.
that looks like? It looks like an Alaskan ulu knife. I
It
like
kind of looks
that.
like one of those like, pendulums that you see like in.
Yeah, like it,
Kind
like
of, I got that.
Vincent Price is saying, "Hello, everyone. Welcome to Stargate Universe."
Yeah, yeah.
um, yeah, I just wish it would have focused more on that. I also think that it's kind of a mistake not giving the show a a major antagonist or establishing a major antagonist. And I think that's where a lot of my problem with the pacing and just the setup comes from, is that the stakes right now are just, oh no, we got to keep the ship working. And
Yeah, I
that's
mean,
it. It's basically people getting parts for a 66 Mustang, and we got to keep the engine running.
yeah.
And there's nobody trying to stop them. There's nobody trying to complicate anything. Even in the crew, they kind of make it look like Robert Carlyle is going to be the bad guy.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know. I just kind of felt like we're getting jerked around by that. Just
Interesting.
like he's not going to be the obvious bad guy. But then again, if he is the obvious bad guy, I'm going to be disappointed because that's going to be very obvious writing.
Yeah,
So
I don't think he will. Like my figure universe is. Oh, there's definitely people on the crew trying to mess things up.
they should have established it then. They should have just said,
Yeah, you got to watch
okay,
beyond
they
the
should have
3 episodes if you
established it in
want
the first 3 episodes.
a major antagonist. Oh, okay. I have a feeling like because I'm looking at the cast list, and you got Luis Ferreira, and the good guy was Brian A. Smith. He was Matthew Smith.
Look how pale my arms are.
You need to get some more sun.
I don't, but that's the problem. I don't tan. I just burst into flames.
Oh.
It's my Irish heritage.
Mm.
Me and Carlisle knows what I'm talking about. That's why he likes to stay in the shadows.
Stays in the shadows. I definitely feel like there's a lot of universe to explore, and I really want to get into this. So for sure, my figure universe, I'm hitting you up. I want to know where I should go. Holly Mack, I think this is a great show. I thought that a lot of the designs were cool, and for a split second, so I'm a big Farscape fan, and I know Ben Browder was on Stargate. I think he was in either Atlantis with Claudia Black.
He was in SG-1 with Claudia Black.
He's SG-1, okay.
Mm-hmm.
So I knew they were in it, but not just which show. And for a second, the guy that got shot in the very intro of the first episode, Air Part 1, I thought that was Ben Browder. I was like, oh, wow, because, they kind of have like the same haircut, and then facial features were similar. I was like, oh, damn, like I really wanted to see what happened. Maybe I need to go back and watch another show before I get into this, because did I just see Ben die and then I didn't know to go back? But then it was established that he was somebody else. This is a lot of world building in these episodes. I feel like they were trying to share with us how this all comes together, why it was all happening in that way. They were really spending a lot of time building the world. It was just, I don't know. We're so into like Star Trek and Star Wars. There's a definitive good and evil, and sometimes the universe isn't like that. Some people that will be good to you up front are plotting against you in the back, and some people that you think are plotting against you in the back are actually really good people that are just trying to help you along. So I like that juxtaposition of duality, having like more of a gray moral characters and not so much one or the other. So
yeah. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. Go ahead.
No, you're good. Go. That's the whole
I thought you were done. I'm sorry. I'm being rude.
I'm never over.
Honestly, I know I've said it before. I think that is my issue with the first 3 episodes. And I know my figure universe keeps reassuring me it gets better, it gets better, it gets better. But I think it was miscalculation not to introduce some of those stakes in the first 3 episodes, or go with a different storyline to introduce us to these characters. This also reminded me a lot of Lost. Remember that Lost, especially the first episode where everybody showed up on the ship, and then you had all these flashbacks, showing where they were before. I was like, oh, this is like Lost in space.
Oh,
but yeah, I just feel like there were just not enough stakes to get me to come back after the initial 3 episodes. I'm going to come back. I will watch this because I got some plane rides I got to take this summer, so I'm gonna have to find something to keep me interested. But just right now, I'm just not super duper excited to continue this journey. But my figure universe says it gets better. I trust my figure universe. I will come after him if he's wrong.
I mean, I knew the show was going to be good because Holly put us onto it, and Holly hasn't steered me wrong so far with some of the things that she said as we joined forces to be on the Undiscovered Pod not too long ago. So for sure, I knew that there was going to be some goodness in here. So I am going to finish watching the series, and I will post stuff on social media and I'll tag Holly. And I believe that next month is going to be Johannes's episode, and his show is going to be pretty interesting. So stay tuned for that. And he picked this purposely for you. So I'll leave you with that. So yes, you have a surprise coming with that one. Mhm, indeed.
Interesting.
One of the other things that I thought was interesting about this show, that instead of having adventures off the ship, all of the things that weren't partaking on the ship were flashbacks, which I thought was very unique because usually when you have a flashback, it's usually, something that happened a couple of years ago or whatever. But that was all of the Earth stuff. It was a flashback to when they were there.
It's unique to Stargate. Everywhere
Mhm.
else, especially 2009, 2010, 2011, it was kind of overdone by then.
Really?
So you can definitely see it's the Lost effect because 2000, I think 2007, 2008 is whenever Lost came out. Sometime
Mm.
around there, that's whenever Lost was at its peak, and so the flashback structure was being ripped off by so many people. There was a flash forward TV show about everyone on Earth like saw 6 months into the future, and
Oh.
so that had the flashback style, and then you
Oh,
had
so
other shows doing
that was like a
it.
trend.
Yeah, it was like a trend at the time. So it's
Huh.
unique to Stargate, but unique unto itself, not really. No.
Interesting. See, I guess I
Yeah.
didn't really like. I got into Lost, and then I got into the 4400, but that was kind of not a flashback concept, but there were flashbacks. So maybe I just didn't remember all that. But My Fair Universe has some great comments.
I figured he would. Yes, he
Yeah,
always does.
yeah. You have to understand. Let me put my glasses.
We're getting lectured. You have to
You have to
understand
know.
through the characters and the story was already set up from previous stories on other
Ah,
Stargates because of stuff that Daniel Jackson had done on SG-1 and
that makes
Atlantis.
sense. Pretty much.
Pretty much.
You read it. Go ahead.
Pretty much, if you have any questions about Stargate or Star Trek or Battlestar Galactica or, good Lord, anything, just ask Ed.
This is my favorite part. Evil Crackle. Wow, you get a performance here. We got the proper viewing order. That's awesome.
Yay.
Yay. 40. Oh, wow. It was rebooted?
I remember it was rebooted. That's a core memory reawakening. I missed the 4400.
I enjoyed that
I
show.
missed watching it, but I do remember stories about it getting rebooted. So yeah.
Yeah. That was a show that Cosmic Space Mom and I used to watch a lot.
Yeah.
It was out because
Very cool.
there was a lot of cool stuff going on in there. Also with SG Stargate Universe, we had Ming Na Wen in it. She
Yes.
was
Dramatically underutilized.
I mean, it was only the first 3 episodes that we
Yeah,
watched.
I know, but it's Ming Na Wei.
Yeah, Ming Na Wen.
There's some more of her
Yeah,
because she's fabulous.
she is. And I feel like she was in the Book of Boba Fett. And
Agents of Shield.
oh yeah, okay. So
And
she's in a lot of stuff. She's in Final Fantasy Spirits.
and she was the voice of Mulan in the only Mulan movie from Disney that matters.
There was another Mulan one?
There was, and it was terrible.
Oh.
It was live action, and it was genuinely like the worst live action movie they've done.
And
like,
she was
hey everybody, do you like the little funny wisecracking dragon from the cartoon? He's not in this. You want to know what is? Nothing fun.
Everything that you don't like is in this.
Everything you don't like is in this movie.
Do you
Everything you do like is not in this movie.
Yeah. Do you think that that's the end of Disney live action?
No.
After the poor performance of the last 2 movies?
No, I think that they're going to pump the brakes, but no, we have not seen the end of Disney live action. We're not going to see the end of Disney remakes. Disney has been doing remakes since the 1980s. And shut up, Teddy. I hate
Teddy.
You're talking to him, aren't you? It's him. Bring him to me. No, Disney has been doing remakes since the 1980s. Flubber, The Parent Trap, That Darn Cat, Maleficent, 101 Dalmatians. They're going to do it in the future. They're going to do it anytime they think that they can make money. They're going to do it. But I do think that with the failure of Snow White, which I'm going to hate watch one of these days because I've heard Gal Gadot's performance is hysterically awful.
Memorable?
Memorable for all the wrong reasons, yes. I am going to hate watch it, but yeah, Disney's going to be a lot more gun shy. I think that they put a lot of projects on hold. So we'll see. I think that they will be a little bit more careful until another one makes $1 billion, and then they'll be like, yes, throw them all out there. I want to see them do, if they want to do live action movies, pick animated movies that maybe didn't do well, like Treasure Planet or Atlantis, something like that, and do live action movies with those because those would be amazing.
So I have a iRobot vacuum, and Teddy hates it. Surprise to no one. And it just turned on, and I like forgot that it comes on at 9:30, and I usually try to like change it, and then it decided, no, I'm going to do that. And then
you have an iRobot vacuum cleaner. So does that mean Will Smith comes in every once in a while, kicks the door in, and points a gun at it and says,
yeah.
"No, no." iRobot is an extremely underrated movie.
It is.
More people who watch.
I did not murder him.
Yeah, Alan Tudyk is so great. I love the guy.
Oh, that's Alan Tudyk?
That's Alan Tudyk, yes. Yeah,
oh,
he's
wow.
awesome.
He's very good at
know,
robots.
did you?
No,
you want to know who almost got that part?
Who?
Guess who almost got that part?
Who?
Will Wheaton. Will Wheaton almost got the part of Sonny.
Wow.
So I did not murder him. Shut up, Wesley.
Wow. Yeah, no, iRobot is great. Holly, iRobot, such a great movie.
Yes, it was.
Excellent film.
Incredibly excellent film. And I saw a YouTuber do a retrospective on iRobot, and they would say, yeah, it's a really bad movie. And every time they said that, I was like, how dare you?
Wow.
How dare you?
Crazy.
You're making me engage with your crappy video, and now I'm angry. I'm gonna go fume and eat a bag of chips. Deal with my anger.
So when it comes to Stargate Universe,
oh yeah, that's what we're talking about, aren't we?
I'm trying to bring it back.
Okay, fine.
Yeah, when it comes to Stargate Universe, you're a fan of the movie, I take it?
No,
you don't like the movie?
I hate the movie.
Really?
I hate that terrible, awful, no good, horrible movie. Check out our Stargate episode of the VHS Vault, where you will see how not only do I take umbrage with the entire plot of the movie, but I bring up the fact that Kurt Russell murders children at the end, and no one ever talks about it. He murders an entire harem of children.
I don't remember him.
He murders an entire herald of children by sending a nuclear bomb up. See, look.
Oh my God.
The nuclear bomb up to Ra's.
I don't remember.
Ship, and it explodes. Guess who was on the ship? It was Ra's very weird collection of half-naked children that he kept around for no reason.
I am in shock.
The nuclear bomb showed up, and one of them touched him. Ooh, pretty, and then bam, that was the last thing he knew.
The last word.
Atoms floating through space.
Wow.
I don't like the movie.
Apparently.
Check out the VHS Vault, though. It's a great show. I can plug things too.
Oh yeah, I'm very good at plugging it. I mean, I gotta say, if you are into the supernatural, like a lot of this brings up, you should check out To Be Seen's Ghosts. That'll be tomorrow.
And on my channel, I have a real ghost investigation at the Donkey Lady Bridge in San Antonio that's really spooky.
How long are you going to be here when you come to Trek Long
Island? Just like 2 days? Early Monday.
Early Monday? All right.
Yeah.
So maybe Saturday after the thing, there's a haunted, is the King Nog Mansion or King Zog Mansion in Long Island?
King Zog? Like
King Zog.
The dude from Disenchantment?
Yeah. There was a king from Albania that started a steel company and oil company here in America, and he got chewed out by the Carnegies and the Rockefellers. And apparently they
often did in those days.
Yeah, apparently they sent some bad people to his house and roughed him up.
Jehovah's Witnesses.
Seventh-day Adventists. And yeah, so this, if you want to do a haunted thing, you gotta. Yeah, we should talk. They might want to I'm helping your channel. You see that?
Yay!
Yes, the one who I'm always giving. Look at that. Yeah. So Stargate, the I really want to know like how it ended. So I'm definitely going to finish watching the show.
Cliffhanger.
Yeah, I know. I know you said it with a cliffhanger, but the Destiny was sent several billion light years away from the Milky Way.
Yes, it is on the butt end of the universe right now. Demona
So
says hi.
who
See,
says
my
hi?
baby doesn't make noises when she appears. She's just like,
Oh.
hello, I'm going to steal your soul by staring at the camera.
Mm. Um, and it was basically when you're on the other side of the universe. I want to know if they landed on any planets or did they go down and like check anything out. I'm really intrigued by everything that went on, and I really want to know what's going to go and happen. So, um, this episode of Wormholes, we go through a wormhole on a show that's going through wormholes. Would
It's like
that
wormhole turducken.
it's a wormhole turducken. Now, would you
Yo,
go?
dog, I hear you like wormholes. So we put wormholes in your wormhole so you can wormhole while you're wormholing.
Yeah, that's what Holly did. She nailed it, man. I thought that was a really. It's like, oh, we're.
I had worms once.
Oh, poor kitty.
She was a trash can kitty.
Oh.
Now she's just trash. Look at those eyes. Look at those eyes.
Oh my goodness. The Joannis, you can drop in the chat what's the show that Jason and I will be watching next.
Oh,
But
he hasn't told us yet. Oh,
no, he has. He
He,
has.
he hasn't told us yet. I am a member of us. I
Oh,
don't
that's
know.
true. He told me.
I want to know. Come on, Johannes.
Yeah.
Johannes. I want to know. I want to know. I want to know. I had some ideas about shows that we're going to do, but of course, we're always going to bend the knee to our Patreons.
Yes, of course.
Since Jason added it in his roast of me, I roast a lot of people. You gotta narrow that down because I
Yeah.
don't remember.
Oh,
Anime Cyberpunk Edge Runners. I don't even know what that is. What is that?
an anime called Cyberpunk.
Okay. Cyberpunk Edge Runners. I've never heard of it, so I don't really watch a lot of anime. I've seen a little bit. Like I love One Punch Man and I love Death Note,
Mm.
but I have a really hard time getting into anime. So I look forward to jumping into Cyberpunk Edge Runners.
That's
Now,
also the name of the sneaker.
let me ask you something though. If I
But
start
cool.
watching the first episode, does it get patched halfway through so that the characters like don't get stuck?
All right, so really cool. I
Yes, and
will.
you can watch it in English. God, I hope so.
Yeah, I mean,
I thought the animation looked really good, but I had no idea what the hell they were
I
saying.
don't know what they were saying. It was wild. They were just going ah. No, the the here we go. Cyberpunk Edge Runners. A street kid trying to survive in a technology and boldly modification obsessed city of the future, having
It is based
everything
on the
from the
video
news.
game, isn't it?
Yeah, it's based on that video
Oh,
game.
that's what I was saying. I hope it's not like a buggy first episode.
Yeah, he chooses to stay alive and becoming an edge runner, a mercenary outlaw known as Cyberpunk. Looks awesome, but you know who's in it?
Who's in it?
Giancarlo Esposito,
Giancarlo Esposito.
who's in
Yes.
like everything lately. But yeah,
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Well, he's just got that voice that's just great. And since Lance Reddick has left us, I think that makes Giancarlo the new
Lance Reddick.
gravelly gravitas voice.
There you go. So I really want to know if in Stargate, if anybody else doesn't make it through the end of the show. So that's another thing. And is there any characters that you did like that have kind of stuck with you besides the scientist?
I liked the guy that I don't know the names. I liked the guy that got recruited through the video game,
Uh-huh.
and I liked Robert Carlyle's character. Everyone else is just kind of like static in the background right now. Nobody's really leaped out. Yeah, I don't hate them. I don't like them. It's just like they're also on the show, but those two guys are like my favorite so far. I do hate the mother back on Earth. I will say though, I don't know if it comes from another Star Stargate show, but I really like the idea that they can communicate through Earth by basically like taking over somebody else's body
Yeah, that's a
and
cool concept.
and communicating real time. I thought that was really neat
Yeah.
because I was just picturing like this old guy standing in this woman's mansion, going, "Mom, you need to be careful. Stop it, Mom."
Yeah. That's cool. There was a lot of really neat ideas on the show. That's why
Yeah.
I'm going to spend.
Neat ideas, just not a lot of neat execution. I think
Oh
that's
wow,
the main problem.
that was established in previous
Of
Stargate
course,
shows. Oh,
of course, it was.
yeah.
Yeah.
Mm. All right. Well, I definitely would want to watch the rest of this. It was technology invented by the Ori.
I have no idea who the Ori are, but that's a really good idea. They did a good job.
They did a great job. I think that's going to wrap it up for this week's episode of
Very
Wormholes.
well.
Holly, we really appreciate you putting us onto this show as a top tier transgressor. You also until we get another transgressor, you'll get to pick another show.
Holly.
And don't forget, Holly, your episode. Oh, guess who? We're going to announce this right after that. Your episode pursues is on the wheel with your name tag, your social media tag on the Wheel of Agony.
Oh, Hollow Pursuits. Okay.
Yeah, Hollow Pursuits.
What are you doing? Or should we call it Holly Pursuits?
Holly Pursuits. Holly, you want to change it? Change to Holly Pursuits. Also, Joannis is going to put us back on Angel One.
Didn't we already do Angel One?
Yes, but he chose that, so we're going to go back to it.
That's the one whenever the guys sit down, you can see their balls.
This is the Moob episode. This is the infamous Riker Moobs. Riker Moobs.
Yeah, because I actually like cosplayed as one of those people throwing. You remember because I had the thing and I was like,
yeah, I heard that.
Got a little saggier since then.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Still stunning.
Yay. Or Holly's Hollow Pursuits. There we go. Holly's Hollow Pursuits. Try saying that 5 times fast. Oh, you're having a second contact with Angel One. Yeah, there we go. Agony Booth, second contact. There we go. Unfortunately, I had not been a part of your lovely circle when you did. Don't worry.
You know what? We'll do it again for you. I will. We will take another look at those delicious low hangers, all for you again.
Boobs,
and testicles.
Yeah,
everywhere. I really like that scene where Yar's sitting next to them and goes, "Excuse me, your balls are showing." I know. Oh my.
Oh my.
What's Sulu doing here?
Yeah.
Why wouldn't I be here?
You know, it was his birthday this week, so happy birthday.
It was, yes.
Yeah, if only he would have been a guest on our show. Yes.
I know.
Anyone.
George.
I know.
Yes, my figure universe gets it.
Yeah. Exactly.
You must be the Monopoly guy.
Bumblebee tuna? Yeah.
Bumblebee tuna? Yeah.
But at least now I feel justified for my hatred for that episode. Yeah, that'll do it.
It's really bad. It's really bad. I actually kind of want to go back and watch it again now.
It's been a long.
I don't know. There's something cathartic about a hate watch.
Yeah.
Something cathartic about just hating something.
Yeah. It's been a while since I've seen that, since that time. That's 2 years ago. That was one of the first ones we did.
It was, yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's due for a revisit.
Yeah.
It's due. It's due.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's going to wrap it up for this episode of the Captain Squadron. We really appreciate you. Make sure you go and visit our socials, Blue Sky, and of course, Instagram, Facebook. We're dropping all our news because I have to make the thumbnails. That's the only reason why I haven't said it today. Just so you wanted to know behind the scenes stuff. The only reason why it's not out is because I still have to do the stuff. So, yeah, we really appreciate you. Please be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Share this with a couple of your friends. And a big shout out to everybody that was in the chat room today. You guys make the show amazing. You're all epic. And I definitely want you guys to chill with us again next week. And if you have time, please come by in Trek Long Island. Teddy will be there. Hopefully he will.
Battle Cat, do you want to be there and eat Teddy?
You know what's crazy? Battle Cat's probably bigger than Teddy. Teddy's only
Battle Cat is massive.
Yeah.
Mighty Battle Cat wishes to battle your dog.
I don't think I'm going to allow that. My wife will kill me.
She's just looking at me right now like urge to kill rising.
Yes. All right. So we're going to round this out by saying once again, thank you, Denise, for our conspirator level. We honor you, Holly Mack, as our transgressor. We hope you enjoyed this fun episode. And of course, we honor you, Joanna Borg. You guys make it happen. So we still have a lot of tier 2 availability. You can come and have your name here. So be sure to go and visit our Patreon.
Paragoons?
No, a pair of goons.
Yeah,
Paragoons. That was a subtle joke, but I was hoping nobody would get it.
Oh my goodness.
Paragon. Yes, the good guys. That's us. So be sure to follow us on all of our wonderful socials so that you can get all the exciting news for the Trek Long Island. We'll see you next time, next week, next Friday. Bye.
That's right. When we journey up your wormhole.
Ooh. That's so loud.